Surgery went well then, we can
Yeah,
say?
it's clean. Yeah, I'm here and working, and it's just sore.
Cliff talked about, he thinks you're going to add more and
Yeah.
taking where it's at right now.
Right now, guys are competing and playing good football. We can't count on someone coming in to save us. We got who we got right now, and obviously it's always a chance to add someone. But we've got guys that we believe in, and guys are working hard.
What's your thoughts so far? I know it's early on Josh Jackson, especially a guy that didn't really have an off season.
He's played well. I mean, he's a veteran guy who knows how to play. He's got the length that we like. He's a tough guy. He's very competitive. He's made a lot of plays on the ball thus far. He learns, very quickly. So hopefully, his experience, his length, and he's played good football in the past. So hopefully he can help us. We'll see.
Have you seen like a change in Michael Wilson as he goes in year two?
Yeah, I've seen a change in him. I mean, obviously he's a year older, and he played a bunch of football as a rookie last year, and that's always a good thing, And he had success, for the most part. Obviously, it's a hard spot to play as a rookie, but he's confident. He's competing every day. He's long. He's fast. He's twitchy. He's got it all. He's more time on task. That's all. But he's confident and playing well.
Does he need to have a big camp considering?
Yeah. I'm not sure why he has to have a big camp. I mean, the kid played really good football last year. We won a lot of games with him playing, and obviously, late in the year he gave some plays up, but that was contested plays. And OBJ beat him on a fade. He's right there. He beat him on a slant. He's right there. So those plays are inches, but I thought he played very well last year as a fourth-round rookie. Coming in, fresh like that. So, he should get better moving forward.
Cliff indicated he'd like to see Myron stay in a slot where he thinks he's the best at. I'm assuming you concur with that theory, and what about him? Where will he play?
Well, we'll see. Obviously he's been our slot for 3 years now. He's very good at it. Being a slot corner is tough because it's a combination of being a safety, a linebacker, and a corner. And it's the toughest coverage job on the field because it's a three-way go every single snap. Vertical in and out. So, but he's very good at it. But we'll see where we are personnel-wise to see where he finally lands.
Isaiah playing kind of in that position there. Is there any limitation to the type of player he can cover in the slot?
I'm not sure yet. Right now he's our star. Our star backer or safety, whatever you want to call him. He's playing well. But we'll see. That's what camp's for. To kind of figure out how far we can go with him playing certain spots. So right now, I mean, we're just reaching for the stars and hope it's good enough.
What's a star backer? What's that?
A star backer is a guy that plays, linebacker, a little bit of safety, a little bit of dime. I mean, he's a star position, and in this scheme, it can be a lot of places. I won't share much more than that. And you wouldn't ask me, right? Yeah.
What do you envision him getting most of his snaps, or will
We'll see. It depends on the game plan. Obviously, he is a linebacker, so we'll see where he's playing.
So a lot of times, coaches will talk about wanting to get their 11 best players.
Absolutely.
How difficult is that for you? Is that ever difficult, or is it just a question of
I think it's difficult sometimes when you have multiple guys at certain spots that are really good players. But I think it's with our personnel, it's pretty simple, to play our best guys, and that comes with certain schemes, certain coverages, certain fronts. We can do those things, and that's always your goal as a coach, to put your best 11 guys on the field, first, second, or third down. And right now, that's what we're doing.
So a veteran impact is Nick Vigil, May, and another guy, of course, coming in and learning the system.
Yeah, Nick's been a nice addition for us. I mean, he's a veteran player that's played a lot of football. He hadn't stuck a lot of places because they keep drafting first-round picks behind him, but he's always played good football. He's long and smart. He can cover. He plays all three downs. He's called it before. He played for Zimmer, in Minnesota. That's one of my guys, so it's a similar system. So he's picked it up fast, and he's helping us. He can really run.
It seemed like last year, obviously we've been talking about the development of Simmons and Collins for a couple of years now. But there was always that security blanket with Jordan Hicks there. You knew he could come in. Is it safe to say there's a little more of, it's kind of sink or swim for those guys right now if they don't do it?
I think when you compare Isaiah and Zaven, that's a bad comparison, right? One's older, one's played more ball than the other. It's different positions now. I think Isaiah is on his way to being a great player. You know, he has to just obviously keep honing his skills and keep growing his football IQ. You know, I think Zaven has to play. You know, and thus far, from the spring to now, he's played very well. You know, so knock on wood for Zaven. I mean, he's worked at it. His body's right. He's in great shape, and he's playing well. He's calling it right now. He's calling it clean and confident, and he's making very few mistakes. So I've been really proud of Zaven the last couple of days.
Without putting any pressure on Isaiah, does he remind you of a guy with that kind of skill set, size and speed?
Yeah, I mean, I've never seen it. You know, I had Taylor Mays twice in San Fran and in Cincinnati. They're very similar. You know, they're not quite backers, not quite safeties. They're kind of star players, right? And big, fast guys who can cover, who can play halves, who can blitz. So I've been there before, you know, but we'll see. I mean, he's special because he can do things that other guys can't do as far as covering, right? I mean, he's a big man who can tackle, he can run and chase, he can blitz, he can play at the edge, but also he's covered guys in the slot like CeeDee Lamb and those guys, and I mean, he likes it, you know, and that's different from most linebackers.
So he's a guy that offenses are going to have to game plan to stop, right?
I hope, yeah, I hope so, absolutely.
Is it possible to ask him to do too much?
Absolutely, it is. Absolutely, it is. I mean, it's going into his third year. You know, he's a bright guy, and obviously at Clemson, that's what he was, and that's what he thrives at. I mean, he wants to challenge, but absolutely it can be too much, and you know that's always my job to kind of stop it when he gets to that point.
How do you know when he gets to that point?
I can watch it every day and see it. You know, see if it gets to be too much as far as some mistakes. Right now, it's been pretty good as far as the walkthroughs and what he's been doing in practice has been pretty tight. So if it gets to be too much, obviously we'll pull it back. But practice as you install and game plans are so different. Game plans are tight, guys. Install and practices gets to be a much, right? I mean, right now we've got 4 installs in and everything's in right now. That's a lot of defense, you know, in 5 days. But games are really tight, right? It's first, second down packages, 8, 9 calls, third down, 4, 5 calls, and red zone. So games are really easier than practice.
Was it ever too much for him the first 2 years?
Well, he's a rookie. Maybe it was. I don't know. But, I mean, last year it was not. He made a lot of plays last year. I mean, his numbers were off the charts last year. Now, he gave up too many plays, in my opinion, last year. He knows that. So that's the next level, you know, to make his plays and not give up plays.
Where's Lucky in his development right now?
He is coming along. I mean, he's kind of streamlined his body a little bit, but hadn't lost his power. He's definitely grown as a player. I mean, he can run. He's powerful. He can set edges inside of our defense. He can also pass rush. So we'll see. But Matt's doing a great job with him. He's a young guy that's coming along fast. You know, our entire D-line is ours. You know, Dogby, Rashad, Zach, Lucky, all those guys are ours. So they are growing, and hopefully they can help us win.
Did you want Lucky to streamline his body a little bit?
I did not. I think Buddy wanted him to streamline his body a little bit, and it's worked. I mean, he hadn't lost his power, but he's running a lot better. But, I mean, he's different, you know, with his body. I mean, that's a big man who can really run. So even at 320, looks the same to me. Just looks better, than I guess, in the tank top, right?
What do you see out of the 2 third-round draft picks who seem to be joined at the hip everywhere they go?
Yeah. Majay right now is playing really fast, and obviously you can see his natural pass rush ability. He's going to help us rush the passer on sub downs for sure. And Cam right now is trying to figure out how to play with his power, you know, and you know, grow in that area. But they both are, you know, very engaged guys. They both want to play. They both should help us win this year, you know, in certain packages. Obviously, with Golden and Gardeck and DK, I mean, that's experienced guys who play good ball for us. You know, so to crack that lineup is, you know, it's going to take some work. But those kids are ready to go.